If you're watching this, then you're probably going to Disneyland sometime soon and you just don't know what to bring. This might be your first time going to Disneyland, or you're here because you just want to make sure that you did not forget anything before your trip. As a Disneyland California local, I have had a lot of experience going to Disneyland, so I know exactly what to put in a backpack. And this one's pretty small and I fit a lot of stuff in here. So the one thing that people don't realize is that you can bring a little too much stuff when it comes to Disneyland. Like there's really not that much stuff you need, so don't stress yourself out. You really don't need much. First thing I'm going to go with is actually in my front pocket. It's just a regular chapstick because once it's on your back, I don't know if I can do this with the camera angle. Actually, this also depends if you're flexible or not, but if your backpack is on, you literally cannot see. Let me lean forward. If I reach back here, I can grab my chapstick just like that. So it's really easy to grab. Anyways, that's what I have in just a small pocket in the front. So now let's get into the inside. There's a lot here, and I will say this. I am a hardcore rope dropper, so I always make sure I have enough for the day. I usually stay until closing or at least like an hour before it closes. So the first thing I have in here is literally just a snack. I have to wake up at 4:30 in the morning and leave my house at 5:30 in order to get there before rope drop. So by the time I get there, I'm hungry, so gotta have a snack ready. This also depends. Is it going to be a hot day? Is it going to be a cold day? If it's going to be a hot day, then I will have my fan with me. I have the Dead Men Tell No Tales. I am a sucker for Pirates of the Caribbean, so this is the fan that I take on a hot day. Also, depending on the weather, you might need a pair of sunglasses. So this is the pair I have just from Forever 21. I'm going tomorrow and it's gonna be pretty cold and I don't think it's gonna be very sunny, so I'm not gonna take them. Next thing in here, super important, water. This is just a regular 16.9 ounce water bottle. You can have just like a regular plastic one or you can have a reusable, totally up to you. I have a special trick for you guys so you don't have to constantly buy $5 waters. Go to restaurants or just anywhere where they serve food and ask for water cups. You can either have ice in them or no ice. You just have to bend the cup a little bit and it fits inside a water bottle so you can pour more water in here. There's also refillable stations everywhere and I think there's quite a few of them now, so that is another place where you can refill, although there's usually lines for those, especially the one at Galaxy's Edge. I don't recommend that one. But if you are in California Adventure, definitely go to Flo's Diner and ask for water cups instead of just like the regular, like this, maybe this size water cup. You're gonna get like one of those like tall soda fountain drink cups. It's basically like just like one of these and you can fill up your whole water bottle just like that. So I definitely recommend having a water bottle with you. It saves so much money. This is not usually in my backpack, to be honest. Usually if I'm with somebody, they do carry this, but I usually have just like a snack for throughout the day just because food can be pretty expensive there. And I usually go for like the desserts and stuff, so I need something just to like hold me around before lunch or dinner. Can't go wrong with goldfish, and you cannot go wrong with some Disney shaped goldfish either. It's good for restless kids in line, I will say that. I'm not a mom, but like from experience, from seeing people, definitely have a snack with you. Next thing I have is a Sharpie. I usually bring a pen or a Sharpie with me to the park. I am taking a Sharpie with me this year because I am actually going to celebrate 100,000 subscribers on my other YouTube channel. So I'm going to be getting a pin where it says celebrating and then I'm gonna have 100K written on there. So very excited for that. I just bring a brush and then I usually put a hair tie on the end if I don't have one on my wrist already. Some rides I do put my hair up like Incredicoaster, Space Mountain, because my hair is really long. That's why I have hair ties. Also, if it's hot, you're just gonna want to have hair ties with you. But for those rides where your hair is down or your hair is just gonna get tangled throughout the day, so just have a brush with you on hand. And they do have smaller ones. I got this one I think from Marshall's, but there are smaller ones obviously, so I'd probably recommend getting a smaller one than this, but this was the smallest one they had at the time. One of the most important things is your wallet. I'm not gonna obviously show the other side because, you know, this is just a card holder, so without showing much, there's a little zipper there, and then there's one slot here, trying not to show anything, and then my driver's license. If you do cash, obviously that's a different story, but I do card. This is usually for a hot day, is I do like to have a little spray deodorant with me. Next thing in here is my makeup. I don't use any like special bag or anything. I just use a Ziploc bag. Concealer, I have a powder brush, and then I have my setting powder. And then I just washed my sponge, so I can't put it in there yet, but I do just have a regular sponge for my concealer if I do need to fix it a little bit more than just like a spot. This one blended into the bottom of my backpack. Insanely important nowadays because of Genie Plus, you're definitely going to want a portable charger. This brand is Anchor. I will have it linked in my Amazon storefront. This thing lasts all day long, and I've never actually ran through the entire battery for my whole stay there. So highly recommend this brand. I'm sliding this in the video somewhere. I literally almost forgot. Obviously, one of the most important things too, gotta have your Disney ears. Hello? They've been on my head this whole time and I forgot to mention them. So make sure you have a pair of ears. Last but not least, I have a little pouch with just like smaller things. So the first thing I have is just a little lotion lotion from Bath & Body Works. This is the lavender vanilla scent. I do have a little thing of Advil here, and then I also have my allergy pills in there. Tissues for those cold days. Tums if you are a sensitive stomach gal. Especially with all those fried foods. And then last but not least, because you're gonna be touching so many things that probably don't get wiped down every day, hand sanitizer, definitely have with you. So that is everything that fits in this really small backpack. It just shows you can really fit a lot in a small bag. As you can see, there's really not that much stuff there. A lot of it's more of like just to mentally make me feel okay that I have everything, but you really just need like a phone, charger, wallet, battery, like you really just don't need much. So don't stress yourself out. But yeah, so that is everything that I take on a normal day to Disney. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments below. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time.